we go. Cool, health pipe. It was one of the few times in the game where I've actually needed more, just because I was walking on so much glass near that gas room that was there. We're outside. He's got a Molotov?
Do you feel alive yet?
We're officially out of the Saw universe. Is this like, is it gonna be like Resident Evil where the guy's just like... Oh my god! That didn't work out.
Who's there? What did I tell you?
It's the same guy that I've been chasing since the beginning, I think. I think I hit him with that pipe.
Just leave me alone.
Scarred beyond repair, leaving empty eyes.
What did I tell you?
Self-misery and neglect. While Detective Singh's wife's descent to the bottom was much shorter than yours, Detective, the blame remains the same.
Never mind. That one went by pretty quick. That worked out. Okay. There we go. I wish there was a way for me to like checkpoint or save like right here so I don't have to go through that again, because I feel like I'm gonna die again.
I want that key.
He's dead, so that's good. Nothing. He didn't even have any more Molotovs on him for me to use. Let's go back down here real quick. Let's see if there was anything we missed. But take it back. That was probably the easiest encounter in the game. They hype the guy up like he's gonna do some damage, and then you just run up there and stab him, and he's down. Oh, there's a pathway over here. Open, says me. I was just about to say, we haven't gotten into one of these gear puzzles in a while, so we had to have been getting close to another one. We definitely haven't seen the jigsaw box in a while. Not that it matters, because it's not like it gives us anything cool anyway. Go. Those are probably the easiest in the game. Alright, let's see if we can get this bat this time. That one was so easy. How is it that the other one we were doing in the previous level was so ridiculous? I couldn't figure it out no matter what way I went. pig dude. See, another weird Saw inconsistency. There's the whoever was wearing the pig mask or played a Saw. Like, I don't think they killed people like that. I think that was the whole point of abducting people, so they could put them into these weird traps and stuff like that. But hey, to each their own, I suppose. Pigface feels like she or he needs to kill. Broken glass. What does the broken glass accomplish in this game? Just to piss you off that you're walking through it and losing life for no reason? Flashlights in this level. We got the first one and then we got this one. Oh, fuck that. Break this open. Break on through to the other side. Oh cool, now we can make stuff. Alright, let's create this grab thing. I like the sound, funny. Well, okay, we just made a stun trap. Which I'm assuming that was something we were going to need in the future, I guess. Seemed hard to get to. I'm sure, at least I don't have notifications on, but I'm sure it gave me some kind of it gave me some kind of an achievement just for building something. Full of shotgun shells. Walking through glass again. Oh my god, did I not check for that? Those things are starting to just become more of a minor annoyance than any kind of challenge. Oh, did this really start me all the way back here? Oh my god.
Need this.
Some closer checkpoints. No, don't fall apart. Now I'm just gonna die in every little area. And every time they gotta play that Jigsaw laugh, like he's taunting you. Every time.
I told you to stay away!
People always think their actions affect no one else. But the life of your late partner's family was scarred beyond repair, leaving empty hospitals, self-misery and neglect. While Detective Singh's wife's descent to the bottom was much shorter than yours, Detective, the blame remains the same.
Okay, the Molotov guy, right? We know.
You're too close!
And I got hit by a tripwire. Wow. This part, it's not going well for me. It'd be great if they put a checkpoint just slightly closer. Just a little closer. So that way I didn't have to run through this part every
What the hell was that?
Sometimes he runs from me, other times he doesn't.
But the life of your late partner's family was scarred beyond repair, leaving empty hospitals of self-misery and neglect, while Detective Singh's wife still...
Okay, speed through that. Climb up.
Stay back!
There. Stab him. Wow. That's pretty violent, Detective Tapp. It's hard to believe that you're any kind of a good cop after seeing something like that. Go. Okay. After unlocking all those other doors, man, I really don't want to do that again. Go in here and make our little thing. Okay, we did that. Stupid tripwire. I got through all this stuff. Had to repeat this stuff several times due to stupid deaths. All because of that tripwire out of nowhere. Forget if there was something cool in this one secret room this way. So I guess we'll unlock this to find out again. Just not gonna work. Here we go. This one unlocked now. Who knows? I got the bat last time, but I'm getting kind of tired of those gear mini games, so I'm just gonna pass on it. That's right, saw Pig Face. So this must be a cutscene that you only see if you go down to those secret doors. Thank you for the, thanks for the pep talk in chat, by the way. Don't give up. I like when people actually, are rooting for you when you're playing. So much negativity on the internet nowadays. And most of the time, that's what you run into. People, you know, logging in, watching, and they're like, you fucking suck. Which, they're right. But it's just nice to have people being positive. It's nice. Oh yeah, it could be much worse. Oh. There we go. Late partner holds the key. Is it from the other side? I didn't notice it say checkpoint. I really hope it did because I'm really sick of playing through that part. You see this guy stuck in the wood boards there? Trying to get the flashlight to show it. There it is. Ah. That's very true. I could be playing Dark Souls. That is much more frustrating. I recently got the PC version of that, and I played through maybe an hour of it, and it is... wow. I watched some of the guys play it on Twitch and Ustream and stuff, and just... woo. I don't know if I'd have the heart for it. And this game's definitely not tough. I think it's more like the mechanics hold it back in some certain areas. The game itself, so far, I mean, it's not even that terrible of a game. It's not great by any means, but I've played much worse. Yeah, I agree with you. Dark Souls, a very unforgiving game. I want to give it another shot, but I'm not sure when. It's one of those games I really have to work myself up for to play. When I downloaded it, I was very excited to play it. I found out that the PC port is terrible, and I had to download all that extra stuff to get it to work correctly. And it worked fine once I got all that stuff set up. But by that point, you know, it'd taken an hour to get it set up, and then I realized how unforgiving and how hard the game is. And just didn't want anything to do with it. So I'll go back to it at some point. Let's get ourselves a weapon here. Oh, another tripwire. What sort of games do I play? Well, today I'm playing Saw for me and a friend of mine. We run a website, thecutup.net. We handle a lot of horror-oriented movies and games and that kind of thing. And I've just started doing live streaming for games. So I'm trying to pick like horror-oriented games, and Saw was a game that's been on my shelf for a while that I wanted to play through. In my off time, I try to play a little bit of everything, though. On Tuesday, Tomb Raider's coming out, so I'll be playing that one for sure. I don't know if I'll be live streaming it, but I'll definitely be playing it. But on the horizon, if you're interested, I just recently got the Silent Hill games on PS3, the collection, which I've heard very iffy things about, but I've never played the Silent Hill series. But I'd like to download the original Silent Hill on PSN and play through that live streaming. I think that'd be a lot of fun. What kind of games do you play? Okay, we got the bat again. Alright, don't hit the tripwire again. There we go, disarmed. The tripwire gets me every time. Mostly strategy. You said you like horror games. What's your favorite horror game? And side question, favorite strategy game. I played through a few hours of XCOM last year when it came out, and I really liked XCOM. I got to get back to that. Okay, there's a door here. Bandages. Broken glass again. Rule of of thumb, if you run into 2 sets of bandages or health and you don't really need it, you might as well take 1, because otherwise it'll be a waste. Yeah, the First Fear. That one is pretty good. I actually played that through for the first time last year. I got it on Steam, and I really enjoyed it. I thought it was great. I just recently got a PC set up, so I've been playing a lot of my games on PC.
All I want is out of this place!
So violent. Good God. The guy gets too close to me and that shotgun harness will go off and kill me. Yeah, the Dawn of War series is pretty good. I haven't played much of it, but from what I did play, I liked it. I think I have... Oh, here we go. I think I have Dawn of War 2 on my Steam account, and I played through a little bit of it, and I really enjoyed it. But you know how it is. So many games, so little time.
Nice try.
I'm supposed to jump out this way? This guy's got Molotovs. He's gonna take me out. Oh yeah, they're going downhill now. What makes you say that? What gives you that indication they're going downhill?
One of us is going down. You're the reason I'm here. This could be over quick. Ah!
You can't jump up here, can you?
This is your fault.
Jerk.
Watch out. Whoa!
There we go. Now I'm learning how those counterattacks work. Another tripwire. When am I going to learn to look for those? Yeah, the base building has gone by the wayside for a lot of games, actually. People don't like base building anymore. They just want the action, and I kind of agree with you. There's something you really get out of when you build your perfect base, you know? When I played strategy games online, I was never
Just give me what I want.
that good at it. So I would focus more on like just building a sweet base, which would never win you the match. Yeah, I almost died on that one. But you'd have a sense of accomplishment, you know?
Your failure is buried ahead, Detective. Find the key to escape. You're the reason I'm here.
Yeah, there's still a strategy element to the game if you're just fighting, because you got to know what to use in certain situations. But what do they call them now? The MOBAs, the Dota games. It seems like they've gotten rid of base building in favor of like just running around and fighting. And I guess really the base building is almost unit based. That's kind of what they're using in place of that now. This guy's gonna kill me if I don't start punching back.
Hey!
Oh my god!
I have to do this.
This guy's gonna kill me. Keep getting him. Good god. The fighting in this is so lame. Oh, great, we got the guy throwing Molotovs too. Okay, do not hit the tripwire. Though everything's black and white, and I couldn't tell if I was going to hit one or not. Can't unlock that door yet. I'm going to die here from this Molotov guy. Looking for flares. I'm afraid they have them everywhere now. Yeah, I don't think I played Dawn of War 2. But if you know, that might be a series that hopefully will continue in that favor, that whole like old school RTS stylings with base building and stuff. Whoa. Oh, here we go. Give me a Molotov. Okay, where's this guy throwing them from? I can't tell because it's black and white. It's hard to tell. He's got to be up there, right? Is there a ladder there? Okay, there he is. I'm dead. Doing terrible at this part. Doing awful.
Who is that? All I want is out of this.
Okay, take you out quick.
Your failure is buried ahead, Detective. Find the key to escape.
Let these guys fight it out, and then I'll kill him once he gets up to me. And then hopefully I can figure out how to get rid of the Molotov guy.
I have to do this. This is your fault.
Yeah, the Dawn of War series has been a bit strange the last few years, hasn't it? They're trying a bunch of new things with it, like the MMOs, and they're trying the
One of us is going down.
what was the third-person action game that they released?
You're the reason I'm here.
Space Marine or whatever it was.
This is your fault. One of us is going down. Take it.
Okay, you're down. So now I just gotta watch out for Molotov guy here. If I go around this way, there was some over here. Forgive me if I don't reply for a minute. I want to get through this part. Can't even tell where I threw it. Is he still up there? He's not throwing bottles. Yep, there he is. Okay. And I definitely did not hit him. All I want to do is find the item I need for that door and get the hell out of this area. See a ladder around here. Oh, another tripwire. Man. Yeah, you might be right that Space Marine was meant for the COD kids.
Whoever that is, yours. Don't make this difficult.
But from what I remember, I don't think Space Marine did all that well, did it? I think the RTS Dawn of War games have always done pretty well because all the hardcore RTS fans are buying those up. I remember when the first one came out, that was like a huge deal. But to me, it seems strange that they would release the Space Marine game even for the. I mean, I guess everybody wants a piece of that COD demographic, huh? Make some money from that. But yeah, like I said, I don't think it did well. I didn't play the MMO, the Warhammer. I've been sampling all the ones that are going free to play nowadays.
Give me the key!
but I haven't really dedicated a whole lot of time.
This is your fault! This is your fault!
I used to play World of Warcraft religiously, and then when I realized how much of a waste that game
One of us is going down!
was, I moved on to other games. I played a little bit of the Star Wars MMO, the BioWare one, and I thought that was pretty decent, but it's pretty much just World of Warcraft with, you know, Star Wars elements and all that. I did not kill this guy. So he's waiting for me down here somewhere. Or so I thought. And I played another free-to-play MMO on Steam. It was one of the... I do not remember the name of it. You know, they're all something of something nowadays. You know, it's like Orcs of Malar. You can make up anything, and it's an MMO, apparently. Okay, there's that dude. Yeah, I agree with you. They definitely bore me now. I'm more now a fan of like playing a game, getting through it, and then just like saying I was able to get through that game. You know, call it a day. I'm not one to dedicate a ton of time to one game anymore, and I don't know what changed that, because I used to love to buy one game and just like play the crap out of it, but nowadays it might be because on Steam stuff is so cheap, so you can afford to buy like 20 games for 20 bucks, and you've got tons of games to get through. And that guy's Molotov just went through the it's a tripwire here, right? Okay, disarmed. Molotov's not very accurate, just as a heads up. Disarm it. There we go. Pick it up. Okay. How am I not hitting that guy with these Molotovs? This has to be probably the most boring thing to watch. Probably next to playing an MMO for you is watching me play this, trying to get through this. Oh shit. Please don't kill me. I hope that's just... Oh my god! I don't know if I can keep doing this. I'm gonna get through it, I swear.
Who's that? I need help, cop.
Wow. Took him down with one hit. And executed him. Take it.
Your failure is buried ahead, Detective. Find the key to escape.
Don't make this difficult.
Oh, man. I gotta search the courtyard for the key, which I've been trying to do, but I keep getting hit by the tripwires, so...
Give me the key! Just give me over quick!
If I could just hit that guy up there with the Molotov, I can take my time more.
This is your fault!
Actually pussyfoot around a little bit more and find the key.
This is your fault!
This guy always gets
This
stuck
is
on
your
a ladder.
fault!
That's right. Alright, down we go. Tripwire. Disarmed. Okay, good. All of my Molotovs just disappear when I throw them. I've never seen any fire from mine. Okay, that one's got dynamite next to it. This one has dynamite next to it. So does that one. And this one. All of them do, right? Yep, even the middle one. So the real question is, okay, so it's going to be in one of these gravestones. So this one is really specific. Detective Stephen Singh, husband and father, murdered by partner. And the other ones are just, they seem like they're just random names. David whoever. I just want to make sure I grab the right one because I really don't want to play this part again. And that has to be it. I mean, it's so specific, right? It's got to be the one. Okay, let's open it. Did I get it? Oh, I did. Okay, let's get the hell out of here. Good God. We made it! Okay, that's not the right door. Let's see if we can read the map. Assuming we have to go back up the ladder then? Because I don't see any doors around here. Unless, of course, this is it. Yeah, it is. Okay. Checkpoint, please. Would really like a checkpoint. Jigsaw's next clue. So, yeah, yay, we did it. Yeah, and don't forget to check for tripwires. Good call. I will definitely forget. So, have you played through this one? This Saw game, out of curiosity? Because in addition to this one, I also have Saw 2 that I haven't played through that I'd like to play after this one. As long as everything fares well with this one, that is. For what I hear, this isn't a very long game. It's like a 4 or 5 hour game, and I think I'm already like 3.5 hours into this. It can't be much more. Oh, you've seen a playthrough of both of them. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, this is a game that's been sitting on my Xbox pile for quite a while, and I'm going to be kind of getting rid of my Xbox stuff, because I'm going to be a PC-only gamer for a while. Find shelter from the bomb. Okay, so I need a password. What's that guy? Oh. That doesn't seem like a wise choice. But there's got to be something in the room. Like the code has got to be in there or something. God, this guy's got a lot of health. Earlier in the game, you gotta kill one of these guys with tripwires and stuff. Oh, yep, 838, okay. Hopefully we got enough time. Oh, great. Okay, did we make it? I don't know. Okay, good. Good. We did it. Come to the dark side. Dark side, I'm hoping you mean PC gaming, because that is the dark side I will definitely join. I'm just tired of all the, and you can find it even on the PC stuff with Steam and everything, but I'm just tired of all the marketing, you know, advertising BS that you find on, like, the Xbox dashboard. And honestly, I haven't even turned on my 360 in, what, a good 8 months. Just because I'm so tired of turning on the dashboard and seeing all that dumb stuff. You know, the fact that they moved they have panels. I don't know if you have an Xbox, but they have a panel. Yeah, you have an Xbox, but you haven't used it in 6 months. Yeah, I'm in the same boat with you, man. I just, man, it's just irritating that you boot it up and it's like, oh, you gotta pan over 5 or 6 different times to get to the actual game section. And you're like, oh, I could have swore that this thing was built to play games and not rent videos and stuff all the time. It's always about videos or, you know, what stupid new music thing is that. Oh, it's just super annoying. Just recently got a new PC, yeah. Did you get yourself a nice PC, nice video card and everything? Doors are locked. Oh, okay, I can break through here. That's right. Ah! Oh, we gotta do the toilet thing again. But we got the key, so that's good. Yeah, good for you. Get yourself a nice video card and play some PC games. I don't know how old you are, but I'm old enough to have been really into PC gaming back when Quake was the big game, and I played a shitload of Quake, Quake 2, Quake 3. Those were my games back then. Not as much of a first-person guy anymore, but back then that was what I did. 19. Okay. Sorry, 1 second. I'm just paying attention here. But yeah, that was what I did back then. That was my thing, and I was really into PC gaming back then. I just kind of fell out of it. You know, went to college. You know, did my degree and all that stuff, and just didn't game for a little while. Came back to it. You know. Played a lot of PS2 and Xbox 360 when that eventually came out, but I'm going back to PC gaming, man. It feels better. It feels way better than playing on the regular Xbox, in my opinion. And I don't know if oh, you still have your PS1? That's awesome. I went the other route and got the 64 back then, but I didn't play much of it because I was going through college and everything. So. But it's very apparent that the PS1 was the far superior console. Got the tape.
911, what is your emergency?
2 officers are down at 213 Stygian Street. You must hurry.
Help has been dispatched. Sir, are you with the officers right now?
Detective Singh has been shot. I don't think he's going to make it. The other has an injury, but he'll live.
What kind of injury, sir?
Nothing he can't handle. He should have called for backup.
I like that he even uses his voice disguising thing over the phone for 911. The woman's not like, why do you sound like that? Okay, so yeah, I really did have to just wait for the door to open.
This is Elizabeth Harris, your son Franklin's school counselor at Monken Elementary. Franklin's teachers have expressed
I currently live in Michigan, Metro Detroit area.
And wearing dirty clothes.
And yes, it's as bad as you've heard. Where I live, it's okay. It's a decent city. It's not technically Detroit. It's just the Detroit area. But yeah, Detroit is pretty scary, to say the least. Big lady again, big guy. It was breaking through here, and I ran away, and then it just went away. Strange. Door to the stairs. How about yourself? Where do you come from?
You think of my subjects as victims, but what about those who suffer at the hands of your choices? How many lives have you destroyed in the wake of your obsession? The life of your partner, his wife and child. How many more before them have paid the price of your selfish decisions? To find the key, you must look inside the shattered souls that you've destroyed.
Find the key from the fallen angel. Oh, you're in the UK. Very cool. Yeah, excuse me. In the U.S., Michigan, Detroit is our main city. It used to be known as, well, it still is, but technically it's not as true as it used to be because we don't develop as many cars as we used to. But, you know, it used to be called the Motor City, and at one point Detroit was a very large, thriving area, especially for if you wanted to get into the auto industry. But there was a huge lapse, and then we had the falling out the housing market, and a ton of people got laid off from GM and Chrysler and Ford, and half of our population moved away from Detroit, and it was bad. It was really bad. And a lot of people believe that it's coming back right now, but I don't know. It's hard to believe that it's bouncing back from that, because that was pretty devastating. I'm trying to read what this says. Destroyer of lives, something. No worries. We're gonna move on. Oh, you heard something about Pittsburgh? What did you hear about Pittsburgh? Industry Central. It's definitely Industry Central for manufacturing and creating stuff for buildings. They named their football team the Steelers because they're really popular for creating steel beams for buildings and whatnot. Football meaning American football, not the football, the real football. Work table. I've only found one schematic in this game, and I keep finding these work tables. I found two so far within the past hour. But only one thing to build, so I don't know. Oh, okay, you got that from playing the DLC. Yeah, I could see that. Yeah. Wingless angels must fall. Yeah, Fallout 3 was a pretty great game. There's one game where the DLC actually felt worth it.
This is the end. You can't stop me. You're already dead.
Okay,
This
so
is the
I need a
game.
coupler
Follow
for
the
that.
rules. Truth will overcome.
And this guy's just
You're already dead.
talking to
You
himself.
cannot avoid the truth. Tear it down. Nothing will stop me.
So what's gonna happen? I'm gonna let all these guys out and I'm gonna have to fight them all? That's no good. You know what trap is coming up. So, are you a fan of the Saw movies or horror movies in general? Got it. Can always use the health hypos. Very useful. Baseball. Passing that. I enjoy myself. Oh, you were on one of the movies. No kidding. Which one? Wow, this is the largest one we've had so far.
The doors to redemption only open one by one.
Oh, the trap you're thinking of was one of the movies. You said you wish you were on one of the movies. I'm sorry, I misread that. I thought you said you were on one of the movies. Okay, so here's an angel. So she might be here somewhere. That's what it said I had to get the key. Yeah, the only Saw movies that I didn't really enjoy were like, I don't know, I think the last two. Because I'm definitely a fan of like long-running horror series and everything. I can watch them, you know, from 1 till 12 if that's what it's gotten to. But something about
Out of here!
the last one, the Saw 3D one, just was not good. They, you know, despite your musical taste and everything, you know, they're putting the guy from Linkin Park in it and making it more, I don't know, like, it's always been kind of cheesy, but not like, it's almost like they just didn't give a shit, I guess it's the only way I can think of it. Yeah, I think you're right, I gotta look for the wingless one, which is probably gonna be in this one with this other guy.
No more heroics. You're already
Kidney punch. Take that. Yep, there she is. I'm glad to have you guys in the chat to help me out with this stuff, because I miss things. Because here she is, though, and where did this guy have it? He's got a nail. No key. Search the work table. Thought I was searching the angel for a second. I was gonna be like, wait a minute. Punch it. Punch it, angels. Damn, you called it. I'm not getting any kind of like. There it is. Pick up the key. See, you knew the whole time. I wouldn't have even thought to punch it because they haven't introduced that as a thing.
Let me out of this thing. I need to see my son.
Do you mean the son you abandoned?
No, I would never.
But you did. You tossed him away. Consumed by vengeance against Tap.
It would never have happened if my husband was still alive. It's Tap's fault. You don't know what it's like.
The dead cannot influence the living.
This is getting
You will
intense.
discover that soon enough.
Oh, look at this guy.
I'm wired to blow. He did this. This could be over quick. Nice try. You want us both dead, do you? This could be over quick.
So what do I got to do with this guy?
Get out of my way or the thing will explode. Nice try. You're the reason I'm here. Fuck! I dropped the switch and boom!
Hit him. There we go. Oh, didn't get away quick enough. But I'm still alive. Don't know how that happened. Check for stuff. Coupler. Just what we needed. You didn't think punching the angel was gonna work? Well, I guess you're that's why you play the strategy games. You know what you're doing. Me, I'm sitting there like, why can't I push A? Yeah, this game isn't bad. I mean, there's some tough areas to get through, and like I said, I think I would attribute that to mechanics. But I think the thing that I dislike about the game is the fighting and the combat. It feels really like super clunky. Wait, let's go back this way. I thought there was something. Oh no, that's not seals it. Okay.